Well, hey everybody. Welcome to the second official harvesting video of 2024 season. I'll be honest, I have filmed plenty more footage over the last few days. Not really like a lot, like in each day, but over a course of spread out days. Don't know where it went. Don't know where the footage went, but you know what? That's okay, because we haven't really done a lot. It just rained like 1.5 inches, 2 inches in total over the last couple of days. If you can't tell by this already. There was a bird under there. Alright. I think you probably make that work with just one door. Okay. Let's go. Alright, I'm going to show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. Setting up for the shot up on top of the grain cart. At least I hope it goes good. I know you guys have already seen it, but I haven't even set the camera up yet. But I'm going to set it right up at the corner. So that's probably going to work. I'm going to try to get it maybe kind of tipped up a little ways. But hopefully that's going to work, either that or I bring it, again like I said, I bring it up and over the other way. I put it on this corner, and then you can see the tractor. Gotta kind of fix that. So then you can see the tractor and so then, you know, you got me, the Yahoo with the camera, you know, and then this guy, and then you got the little camera here. So it's gonna go show how big you guys really are. It's really something, isn't it? We're gonna put it right here. Okay, so mister, you better stay. Stay. Nah, he's good. I'm not that worried about him. Alright, first up at the bins here. Kinda got her crank 720 PTO RPMs. Just cranking her. Just by myself around here today, just the only grain carter, so I gotta take care of all this and try to take care of that too. Thankfully we're on beans and we're not that far away, so it should be pretty manageable, I believe. So, and it only got 20,000 pounds, so even though I got a 500 bushel cart, I'm not fully loaded, so I should have just enough to fill this wagon up completely, and then we gotta really wind up the auger tractor and get the bushels cranking so I can get back out to Dad before he gets full. Alright guys, well, it's been a couple hours, I think. It's been, I don't know, I haven't really looked at the time. I looked at my phone a lot, haven't looked at the time. It's starting to get dewy now, I do believe. The wind is now settled down. It was pretty windy earlier, but now the wind's starting to die down, and now we're just kind of waiting it out until we really can't go anymore. Dad's still trying to fool with his guides. He's still having problems with that still. Probably gonna have this whole field done by the time he even gets it close to even being, or to when he thinks he's really actually got it figured out. Because we thought we had it figured out going into today. Apparently we didn't. We had to put the whole guidance system in that combine last year, and it worked flawlessly on the first try that we ran it. So I don't know what's different, but yeah. So sun's just kind of starting to set. Very very pretty sunset actually. And then we're gonna probably cut it into tomorrow and keep going. I tested some soybeans, they're coming like 15, so they're pretty wet, but I'd still have them 2 points wetter than about 5 points drier. Alright guys, it is now the next day, and we're gonna go cut some stuff. Alright, just gonna make sure while he's climbing up in the bin to get a sample, I'm just gonna make sure everything looks good, make sure that gate isn't open, make sure my pin's still intact. It appears to me like it is. Beans were a little dirty last night. We got some things a little bit dirty, but that's okay. It's probably a good thing that beans are actually dirty. If they're not dirty, that means they're too wet. Well, we're heading out. Dad just came back down from the bin and said that the beans were testing about 13.5%, so us on top, not, you know, mixing around and dipping up underneath. So that's good. That means the beans are dry enough, so now we can hit it hard, get this field done, and then hopefully that further away farm that we got to go to, we hopefully shouldn't have to haul anything back to this bin. We want to put all the beans in this bin. We want to put all the home beans anyway in there, and we've also got a couple further away farms I think that we're going to put beans in there just to fill it. And then those 3 bins there, and then the 1 bin that we were renting, all 4 of those are going to be all going to be put in corn. Efficiency never stops, boys. Just on the headland, combine off, going from one end to the other. Finished up the field, and now we're gonna pack up, unload everything, and head up to our next farm. Alright guys, well, we've got moved over to our next farm. Now it's gonna have to kind of wait around and unload, get this cart repositioned so then he can dump into it first, so then this tractor could get some use, because most of the fall right now has been the 235. And I want the 180 to get some moments of glory as well. So we're gonna let it have its moments of glory. Alright, well, after about 2 hours, actually, maybe not that much time, but a little pretty close to that. We got one cart full. We've done a few rounds here, maybe done 2 or 3. I'm just gonna quit with the camera for tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick up back to tomorrow. So for you guys, it'll be about 2 seconds, and for me, it'll be about 24 hours. So let's go to tomorrow. And we're back, everybody. We're back giving her, cutting some soybeans. We're back up and running again. It's about, I don't know, like 5:15-ish, probably 5:30. And we're back up and running on the same field we were last night. But the beans are lodged really bad. I don't know if you guys can see it, how they're laid down. But the beans are really lodged. And basically what that means is that the beans is when the plant gets pushed over or tipped over. As you can see there, they're all laid down to the west. And that's basically what lodged means, is the beans are literally lodged over and pushed over, laying down to the left. And I'm having to run about 7th gear at complete idle to keep up with them, because you gotta go so slow to keep up with everything. I'm glad this tractor's got enough horsepower to hoist this 5.0 bushel cart, because otherwise I don't know if I could go 7th gear. I would go shift down to 6th gear, but the jump of downshift and upshift between 6th and 7th it's really, really aggressive. So it's mostly meant to go in 7th gear and above. 6th gear into 1st gear is usually the really fine, really slow moving operations, which we don't have any of those that we got to pull with this tractor. But I don't know, we're just gonna keep on sending it. We've already loaded one truck, and that truck is now out of here. And now we're just gonna keep on moving. I pretty much just got here, so would have picked up the camera a lot sooner, but I literally just got here. So let's hop out and take a look at something. So apparently some varmint has been digging holes, big holes. It's all just dirt. It's all dirt. Well, it sounds like we're gonna be done for the night. Sounds like Dad just broke a guard in 3 sickle sections. Just kind of is what it is. Not that mad about it. Just kind of is what it is. It happens. I'm assuming he probably hit a old tree root probably somewhere. That's my guess, because this whole area is still really infested with tree roots from when we tore that out, because we only tore that out last year. It is a little windy out here. You can't see that, but I don't know. We called her quits earlier today. We actually did end up getting that fixed, that sickle section fixed. We actually did end up getting that fixed. If the audio sounds really distorted, it's because of the wind. But anyway, so we got that fixed. We did we did one whole pass, and then when we were turning around and coming back, we started pushing up, and then we looked down at the sickle bar, and there's no sickle on pretty much the same area where we just fixed. And so yeah, then we just called it quits after that. So see you guys on Sunday. Oh well, hey everybody, it is actually now 2 days. The last clip that you guys just saw was 2 days ago. Dad actually did come down here last night, and he finished up this 22 acres. Now we got an 11-acre field that we're going to do on the other side of the road way down there, and then we're going to be done with this field. So we're currently waiting for a truck to get here so we can unload our grain carts, because they've got about 1,000 bushels of soybeans on there altogether, anywhere from 900 to 1,000. And so I'm waiting in the pickup. Dad's getting his monitors and the combine all ready to go, because he's got an empty hopper. So we're gonna go down to that 11 acres and open up what we can, so then we can get either. And then we're bringing this too. So then, if the trucks get here before we get a full hopper or something, then we can just drive right back, and it'll be a lot faster than having to drag a combine all the way down from there to here. Oh, he's got a side flap. That's not open. Got a side flap. Hang on, buddy. He had a side shield that he forgot to close. Okay, I think I'm gonna ride with him. I don't get this off too often, so I take the opportunity, take the chance. Ready for some green beans?
Green beans right there.
Alright, so we got both carts and everything back to this field. That's just where we were over there. You can probably see Dad's truck from over there. So we're just a little 11-acre field. It's pretty skinny, but it's, I don't know, quarter mile probably. Maybe a little bit less than that. Let's hop out and take a moisture test. So I'm just gonna take a sample. Gotta get out as many pods as you can. And you always want to try to get it not cross-threaded. Alright. Number 5 is what we want. Number 5 soybeans. It's running. .2%. So it's about the same as I tested this morning. I tested some earlier this morning and it was like 11.4. So it did dry down a couple tenths of a percent, but that's nothing really. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that moisture tester. Something isn't set up right for that. I don't know what it is about it, but something ain't right. Well, it sounds like I'm gonna have to run the combine finally. We're getting a little low on fuel. That combine is just eating fuel this year, but these beans are pulling so hard this year, and we're just working that thing for all it's got. So we're getting a little low on fuel. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish up this field and get that combine back home with just the fuel that's already got in it. So I think I'm gonna take over for a little while. Dad's going to get a 5-gallon, 1 or 2 5-gallon jugs, diesel jugs, or diesel cans, my bad, and you fill up a couple of those, bring them out here, fill it up, so then hopefully we can have enough to get the rest of this field done and get the combine home so we can top it off. Alright, let's test my knowledge of what I remember how to run a combine from last year. It's happening! I'm combining! Feels good to be back in the saddle for once. I'm running about 2.7, I could probably go about 3. I could maybe speed her up a little bit here. But we got my guidance going, my easy steer system, it's working pretty good. We're not really dealing with many lodged beans right here. Most of them in the center of the field. That other pie piece over there that we still got to do yet doesn't really seem like it has that much of that problem. But overall, got no complaints. She's doing pretty good, and it feels back to be back in the saddle for once. Well, that didn't take very long. I'm already booted out. Got about 5 more gallons of fuel in there. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll make us through the rest of the day. Alright, all the crop is now took off the field, so now we just got to line up that grain cart behind this one, because I think we're just the truck's gonna pull over as far into the ditch as he can without, tipping it over or getting high centered or anything. And we're just gonna load over the road because that approach is way too narrow for a semi to get into. Alright, so we got both carts moved down here. back to the farm and the combine. If you can't hear it, you can definitely see it now. And we're on the field right across the road from the farm. The farm is right there. See the green in there? Unbelievable. You know, I really hope that the camera can pick up the green tinge that the combine is putting out. And I also hope that it can pick up all the green stems in the field there. Can you guys see all that stuff in there? Yeah, no, that's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be totally dead and none of this. All right, so we've dumped our first full cart. We have I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 pounds in this cart, and a little bit over 13,000 pounds in this cart. What we're gonna do is we're currently doing some testing, more like a test plot deal if you want to call it that. So this last spring we bought the seed treatment package stuff that you put in your planter boxes, and it's supposed to treat, it's like an add-on treatment seed. It's got microorganisms and living organisms and all that kind of thing, micronutrients, all that stuff. So, and it's supposed to boost your yield by quite a bit. So we're gonna put that to the test and we're really gonna see. We've done a little bit of testing with it already, starting from really right there and on, and we found that currently, if we're doing all the math right, the stuff that's treated is doing about 4 to 4.5 bushel better than the stuff that's non-treated. But I don't know if this stuff also has something to affect the greenness of the plant, which we're still going right now. And I don't know if the camera can pick up the greenish tinge. It's not quite as bad as it was, but it's still really, really, really bad up and through here. If you guys got in the combine cab and see what Dad's seeing, you were seeing pretty much absolutely nothing but just green. It's just really interesting to know what's going on, and we'll be able to really get a good idea here in a little while. But for you guys, it'll be about 3 seconds. All right, so after that one pass, just going from here down, I was at about 13,300 pounds, and now I'm at 17,500. So that was about 4,200 pounds that we put on in one pass. So now he's gonna come back and see if it yields more or less or pretty much the same. So we're looking for a 4,200 pound change or more or less. All right, so Dad just got done with his pass. So he's currently turning around somewhere back behind me, right there. And he's gonna pull up. He's going to write down the number that is on here right now, and then it's going to dump and then compare it and then do the subtracting and the extra math, and then we'll finally figure out a conclusion on what we think that the yield was, if it helped or not. $21,940. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night for you guys, and I'm also gonna call the video. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for more harvest videos, and this is only the second one. I'm just mostly gonna try to just post one once a week, and hopefully to try to get as many days and as much footage as I can crammed into one video without it being too stupid long. That is my goal, anyways. I filmed over the course of 4 or 5 days, so. And I'm just going to try to cram it in about 20-25 minutes. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and see how that goes. So, appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.